Alright, hey everyone, welcome back to some more Fire Emblem Three Houses, and I have been, well, hang on. It's my birthday, let's see what happens. Black Eagle Pendant. And no! It's my birthday, okay? It's my birthday, Hebert. Mine.
We did it!
What? What's with that? Good! You just did it! Okay. They just had excellent a while ago. Yeah, at this point, there's really not much skill-based, I think, that I want. I mean, there could be a couple of stuff, but if what I'm thinking is the case, then the game's about to end, so... Yeah, like, everybody who got stuff was not on the team, so, yeah.
I have much expertise now.
Except Petra. When I use that,
I'll do my best with it. I'm starting to get it. I think I've got the...
So yeah, we're starting the marathon. As far as what's been going on, because trust me, I, more than anybody else, wish that I could have uploaded Three Hopes already. Trust me, if I could have, I would have, but I've been busy. I had some surprise stuff. My friends are getting married, and that is requiring me to get some things ready for that. But now I think, wait, what's today's date? Is this going up on the 19th? Okay, no, it's actually going up on the 20th. Either way, but funny enough, yeah, this calendar matches what's going on right now. So yeah, tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, until the game comes out, which I believe is the 26th. I'm gonna try to upload an episode each one of these days. This works out perfectly, you know, except it's the 20th when I'm uploading this. But all right. So before that, though, let me see, what supports did I get? I didn't get. How do we not get ours? Okay, so that's still an issue. Petra also didn't get Ignatz, and Bernie's still missing Eloise. And then her Annette. Really? Okay. Since that's the case, here's the issue. If it's what I'm thinking, and this is, like, once we leave, that's it, I'm gonna want to be able to do the other, routes as well. I guess I got no choice. I gotta battle this month, and then I basically won't be able to teach on the 20th. Oh, 420. There's also the fact that Petra's battalion isn't ready either. It's at 71, which is still in the green. So, all right. Well, I'll have to just do my work. So I'll be back. Alright, I am back, and I took care of it. These are the last supports. This completes everyone but Hubert, I believe, who I was not able to complete. But everyone else, I think, we're good. So, okay. With that being said, why don't we start off with Caspar and Shamir.
You fought well in that battle. You've improved.
I couldn't have done it without you.
What's with the song?
True.
What? Come on. You're supposed to disagree and compliment me instead.
Fine. In the past, you were reckless. Lately, you are less so. You are more considerate of your allies, and much easier to fight alongside.
Common theme in his supports.
Whoa, now that's enough. Getting compliments from you is kind of weird.
But then don't ask for it if you don't want it.
But I get what you mean. I feel safer on the battlefield when you're out there with me too.
Oh, really?
I always trust that you've got my back. I guess we make a good team.
I can't disagree.
I can, but...
Hey, do you remember that time I saved you and almost got myself killed? You were pretty mad. That actually had a big impact on me.
Really?
After that, I decided I had to be able to save you without getting hurt myself.
Well, that's a good mentality to have.
So I started paying more attention. I read your movements in battle and stayed out of your way. Before I knew it, it was almost like I could read your mind.
An interesting concept. We have become a very efficient team, but you will never understand my thoughts.
Yeah, I didn't think that would be the case.
Not true. I know exactly what you're thinking.
Oh, really?
Then prove it. What am I thinking right now?
Right now? Let's see. You're thinking that I'm a reliable ally in battle, and you'd like to keep fighting by my side.
That's a safe answer, I feel.
And you think we're connected. Yeah, that's right. Even though we come from different places, you feel a bond.
All right, Casper, I'm gonna have to shut that down right now.
That was all just wishful thinking, wasn't it? I guess I'll never know what's actually going on in your head.
Wishful thinking?
Huh? Oh, I probably said too much.
You did indeed.
If you'll excuse me, I gotta go find a hole to bury my head in.
Don't worry, your wishes aren't so far from the truth. Now, shall we be off?
Now I'm gonna have to shut that down.
Huh? What do you mean? Shamir, wait!
That was nice. That was nice. Since this is the last day, I need to make sure I know who Casper's gonna end up with. Yeah, actually, I joke, but no, we gotta talk about that. Okay, later. Who next? Well, while we're on the subject, why not Linhardt and Annette?
There's nothing like a morning stroll to take in the fresh air. Huh? In the thicket there, is that a human foot?
Oh, he's probably just resting.
Ah! It moved! Someone help!
Sorry, Annette. I was really out.
Yeah, I figured.
Hey! You shouldn't surprise people like that. I thought you were an undead corpse.
You know, in all fairness, considering there is a 5-year war going on, that's a valid concern.
Why are you sleeping out here anyway? We're in the middle of a war.
Yeah.
Doesn't that seem dangerous?
Yeah.
Middle of a war or no, you'll not defeat the Master of Dreams. He's a fiercely strong enemy.
I think it's more of a she, but...
Stop joking around. What are you even talking about?
No joking, I assure you. He is quite unstoppable. Or perhaps you know his weakness?
Hard work.
You really never change, do you? You sleep just as much as ever. Do you even remember what I told you?
You told me something? When?
What, 5 years ago?
Of course you don't. I told you that putting in effort...
Is how you grow. Is that the one?
So, you do remember?
Should I not have remembered?
No, it's just... You should put your talents to use elsewhere, that's all.
Have you been speaking to Hubert?
That's interesting, because this could also happen outside of the Black Eagle, well, you know, the Crimson Flower route.
The truth is, I place effort in what brings me joy. I'm happiest that way.
That's a nice little line that they added in there, because they didn't have to do that.
No, that's not... Okay, let me put it this way instead. Working hard for other people helps you grow as a person. Do you not get the urge to work hard for other people? Like when you helped me before?
Oh, he does. He certainly does, and I have seen it.
Not as such. Why would I go through that effort? For what gain?
Yeah, I think he just told me. Not Annette. Okay, fair enough.
For the gain I mentioned. That it helps you grow as a person.
Oh, I see. Well, then continue working hard for my sake. For example, waking me up today. And I suppose I will try to do a little bit more for you, too. I find working for others to be annoying.
Oh?
Yet I wish to make an exception for you. I hope that's all right.
Okay, I'll wind that back.
Just for me?
Indeed. You're the only person I'd bother helping. I could wear myself out helping you. Forever, maybe.
Now, you see, I know what they're doing with this support, but I've seen him help Lysithea, Marianne, and Happy.
What about it? I'll be there for you, and you can be there for me.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
What?
And technically Edelgard got him to work. Petra got him, like, basically any of his options.
If we're doing our best for each other and all, then that's just a bit like, just kind of like a marriage.
What will happen to Annette if I don't? We'll see, I guess.
Huh. You know, I feel as if you might be able to wake me up every morning. No small feat, that.
You know, honestly, that seems like a pretty solid deal for Linhardt.
As though I would marry a man who can't even get up in the morning.
That was interesting. I'm not gonna lie, if I wasn't so dead set on making this happen, then I'd consider it. Which, let me double check that. Are we still on track? Or did I mess it up? No, we're good. We're good. Yeah, unless, yeah, because there's no way, yeah. Edelgard's probably going to be with Hubert, which will leave Lysithea and Linhardt. Okay. Caspar is really the troubling one, because I think everybody else is at a solid place. Well, Caspar and Ferdinand. Well, what's his... Oh, he has two. Wait, what? So, funny thing, if you're unfamiliar, I actually never got this support line. And the reason being is because I heard it was similar to our rank. Specifically, I'm talking about the B rank where Leonie got upset with us for not caring about Geralt, which I still think was mistimed. So yeah, I'll admit, this is Leonie's one support that I haven't gotten. So we'll go ahead and leave that alone for now. But I think on that note, why don't we see Ignatz and Petra?
Petra, you always seem so focused on your training.
Which, I gotta remember that glasses thing.
Ignatz, are you wanting something from me?
I want to apologize about the glasses debacle.
Why are you apologizing?
Apologize? I will give you my forgiveness, but I am not understanding.
When I laughed at what you said, I felt really bad for doing that.
I mean, that's Ignatz in a nutshell, but I don't really remember a time, just conversation-wise, where Petra's gotten angry. I think it's always involved... In fact, yeah, I think I've only seen Petra get angry like once.
I'm realizing that I can learn a lot from you.
You are learning new things from me? What kind of learning?
Nothing specific, but more like you really take things seriously.
In a way.
You approach the world with genuine curiosity and consider it carefully.
Yeah, that's the way I was referring to.
You have a sincere, wholehearted approach to learning new things. I envy that.
I am thinking you also have great seriousness. That is why you are worrying.
That is true.
But your worrying is not necessary.
You think so? Well, that's kind of reassuring.
Also, you have much kindness. You are apologizing for the smallest of things. Your heart is overfilled with compassion. You have honesty, too. You are a good person.
I think that sums these two up pretty well, like what they're saying about each other.
Me? Oh, I think that's going too far.
You are also having the ability to wear lenses. You are like a hero chosen by the lenses.
Oh, and yeah, I do remember that little section about Rhea not wanting people to make telescopes in the library. Because I think it was like some reason on that they could see what a star really is. Yeah, I mentioned that, well, in another playthrough. Either way.
Because I wear glasses?
That final one was joking. I do not always have to be serious.
But you know, I've been thinking about the cost between security and, well, it's kind of like order versus chaos, you know. Well, we can talk about it afterwards.
That was a joke. I didn't realize. I guess it was okay for me to laugh after all. You always look so humorless. It's hard to judge.
That is also fair.
Oh, I don't mean that in a bad way. You're a fun person to be around. I'll know that you're joking next time. Without you telling me.
It is greatly important for us to be understanding each other.
I think so too. I've been hoping to learn more about you.
Then we can be spending much more time with each other and learning much.
See, that's a nice one, you know, that just speaks to friendship. Friendship. I like that. Okay, next up. So Euritha's got actually 3. Sheesh. I guess, why don't we go to Dorothea and Manuela?
Dorothea? You look as if something's terribly wrong.
Which I think might go better than Hanneman's.
I do? Oh, nothing's wrong. Not really. I've just been thinking about the future. And what happens when the war is over.
You know, I heard the music and it's occurred to me right before I clicked on it, but is this an option as well?
And tell me, what is your vision of the future like?
Because it's like Dorothea's supports with both of them, they stopped at B, and then A turns into this.
Well, I'm not entirely sure. I guess I don't know what to expect.
Well, it might. I could be jumping the gun.
In my life, I've met all sorts of people who've lived lots of different ways. So now I'm trying to figure out how I want to live. I'm free, unlike so many people. I have the ability to take control of my own fate. Like you.
Oh, that's an interesting way of looking at it. Because you're not a noble, you don't have a crest, any of that?
Well, I quit the opera to join the Officers' Academy as a professor.
That's such a huge jump thinking about it, though.
Then I joined this war because, well, I don't know. I'm hoping for an end to it. Peace for the world. Even though I took control of my own fate, I still haven't found the man of my dreams.
You'll find him. He's out there somewhere. You know, there is one thing I want for the future.
So, you've got a dream after all.
Well, it's a dream I've always had. You'll think this is silly, but I'd like to stand beside you.
This could still be platonic, though. Doesn't have to be an option.
I don't get it.
When you left the opera company, I took your place. I stood center stage and sang, and everyone cheered for me.
And now you want to be walking together. And, like, you know, not replacing, but doing the same thing.
I wish the cheers were for me and you.
Yeah.
I wish we stood on that stage together.
I have to tell you something. The first time I saw you on stage, I felt you were the one I wanted to hear sing.
Really?
I already had plans to leave the opera company, but when I met you, I knew I couldn't leave until I saw you take your rightful place. You're right, though. It would have been nice to stand beside you on stage, even just once.
I never even realized that they hadn't done that, actually, until this support.
Maybe we weren't together then, but we're together here, now. And in the future, maybe it won't be so bad if you never find that man of your dreams.
Not scratch that. This is definitely an option.
What do you mean by that?
You and me. I won't find a guy either. We can just be together. I think that'd be pretty nice, don't you? Living together and doing whatever we want.
Huh. You know, that could be nice. It'd be like you and me, finally together on stage. The lights shining down, our gowns and jewels sparkling. Just us.
Sparkling in the stage lights forever.
You know, again, it's cool, but the fact that Hannah and Manuela were the teachers is the hard part. I mean, look, I don't count, alright? We same age, like, come on now. Anyways. But, where is Dorothea, actually? Edelgard's first, then Ferdinand, then Caspar. And Caspar? Let me continue. We still... Sheesh. I guess... we'll do Bernie and Eloise next.
I finally have a day all on my own.
Huh?
A day inside my room.
What?
I feel as free as a bird that's flown.
That sounds exactly how it was read, Bernie.
Bernadetta, do you have a moment?
Someone without a care in the world.
I wasn't looking at their hats, I swear.
No, I remember. What had happened in the B rank?
And if I was, I wouldn't say a word about them. Not even if you tortured me.
Who are you talking about?
Mercy, please. I can keep a secret honest.
Oh, hold on. It's me, Eloise. Calm down.
Do you know? Like, I just want to... I feel like there's a subplot in this that I want details on.
Huh? Oh, Eloise. I was sure you... never mind.
I can't help but wonder about these hats you were
There
wearing.
you go again.
But I'll set that aside for now. I wanted to apologize for being insensitive. I can't believe I trampled on your emotions like that.
I think she's good.
Huh? Was there something you did? I don't remember anything.
About your dear uncle. It never crossed my mind that he might have passed away.
Oh, that. Don't worry about it.
But it clearly upset you. I can't even express how guilty I feel about opening an old wound like that. I'm so sorry.
That's very kind of you, Eloise.
Hey, it's okay. You're reminding me of him even now.
Okay, so it is confirmation. He is gone.
And it's completely fine. I'm glad we talked about it.
Is that so? Well then, why did you look so sad when I mentioned him?
And this is... I know it's obvious, but I just have to state it. This is probably the most assertive I've seen Bernadetta be. It's completely fine. Like, imagine... Everybody else is normally the person saying that to her.
The truth is, I realized I hadn't visited my uncle's grave in a long time.
Oh, really?
With me not showing up for so long, I imagined him being worried about me.
I see. He must have been quite dear to you.
Hey, that gives me a great idea.
Go together?
Why don't we go see my uncle together sometime?
You want me to visit your uncle's grave, but I don't have any connection with him.
Sure you do. You're connected by me.
Well, I didn't think of that. All right then, I accept. If you don't mind my tagging along, I'll gladly accompany you.
Great! Thanks, Uncle... thanks, Eloise.
See, another one. That's wholesome. That's wholesome. I like that as well, though, that Bernie has somebody she can just calmly speak to. You know, honestly, that... Maybe I should have saved that one for one of the last ones, because I started... Well, as far as Black Eagles goes, Bernie was the only one I had at first. And, you know, I'm finally seeing the end of her supports. It took two years in the making. So... Okay. And now I think about it, I'm technically finishing mine as well. Yuritsa will be the last one. Okay, well, let's do Ferdinand's 2, and then we'll go to Yuritsa to finish it off.
How the crimson rain of pain came falling hard upon a land aflame, when the sacred blade had split the sky until the heavens heard our cry.
That was awesome. I'm just gonna save that. Well, I had the video footage, but that was, I got mixed feelings about that. You know, it. All right, we'll move on. We'll move on.
In the hour of vengeance, will you heed the call? On the red fields of revenge, will you help avenge? We must fight strong and stand tall.
Oh, Ferdinand. That song.
It's one of yours.
Manuela, hello. What a treat. It is most rare to see you at the training grounds. I have never had the honor of sparring with a princess. Why not grab a sword?
Well, she can wield one.
Ferdinand, that's called changing the subject. That song you were singing, is it the one you said made such an impression on you?
So you heard me. I hope it was not too grating on your ears.
Not at all.
You've nothing at all to be embarrassed about. I'm pleased if one of my songs stayed with you like that. Oh, it really takes me back. I remember the big battle in the first act.
Oh, it was accompanied by choreography too.
How the crimson rain of pain it came, falling hard upon a land of flame, when the sacred blade it split the sky, until the heavens heard our cry. In the hour of vengeance, will you heed the call? On the red fields of revenge, will you help avenge? We must fight strong and stand tall. Wow. My heyday is behind me. That's for sure.
You can still put it down, I think.
No, that was wonderful. Exactly the voice I recall from my childhood. To have witnessed this performance in such an intimate setting, I am deeply moved.
What type of setting? You're training. You're in the training grounds.
I cannot stop trembling. I feel as though I am going to cry. You have shaken me to my very core.
You know, it's often portrayed as like they're the only two here, but you know, with such a huge amount of people, I would imagine, you know, the training ground is filled with many people, you know, just each keeping their own space, I would think.
All right, Ferdinand, relax. I can see that it's affected you deeply.
You made a little boy's cherished dream come true. Perhaps you can help realize one more.
Another one? And what would that be?
You too?
Would you do the sword dance with me? The one that accompanied the song? It had a part for a male performer, if I recall.
Oh, really?
I would be truly honored.
I'm sure I can't do it as well now as I could then, but you're just so adorably... you. I can't resist.
Wait, what kind of dance?
Thank you so much. That has long been a dream of mine, and you made it a reality.
I gotta say, Ferdinand, you're full of surprises. It was like dancing with the pro. Perfect timing, always in step.
Well, yeah, the way you were swinging that sword.
All thanks to you. You inspired me.
Or perhaps it was you who inspired me.
Oh, okay. No, I like that. I like that. I like how that ended. Okay. Which reminds me, I still want to do the Silver Snow as well, because there are still more supports on their end that I haven't gotten. But all right, and now him and Mercedes.
Mercedes, finally, there you are.
Ah, Ferdinand. Why are you so short of breath?
I just wanted to show you something.
What's this?
Yes, these are financial records that I recovered from your adoptive father.
Really?
They prove that when he adopted you, large sums of money changed hands.
Really?
Where did you come across these?
I stealthily made my way into Ferdiad and looked around his estate.
What?
It was easy.
Nah. Ferdinand, that is the largest amount of cap that I've heard in this game. Well, unless the only way that's possible is if we're in Dimitri's route, you know, the Blue Lion route, then okay, I can understand. But there is absolutely no way this can happen in the Crimson Flat. I don't believe it. I do not believe it.
That kind of thing is no trouble for an intrepid young noble such as myself.
Unless, you know, you're at war with Ferdiad.
That's amazing! I mean, amazingly irresponsible. I can't believe you put yourself at risk for my benefit. I really wish you wouldn't do such things.
Nah. You see, if Ferdinand could do that, then that means an assassin could do that. And if assassin can do that, Dimitri, he wouldn't survive.
No, I did it for my benefit. I could not help myself.
Though, you know, in all honesty, in the other routes, Dimitri's whereabouts are a mystery, so... And Dimitri, I feel like even though he has an eye patch, I feel like he would be more alert because he's been constantly battling and thinking of nothing but battling in the other routes.
With these documents, we can show everyone what a scoundrel your adoptive father really is. His noble aspirations will be crushed. The Lord of the region will probably rescind his adoption contract.
I don't think that's going to be an issue considering what we're doing.
In other words, you will be free.
Like, we about to attack Ferdiad, like, literally, right now.
Here, take them. Do with them what you will.
Do you really believe these will set me free?
Yes, of course. You will be free to decide your own path in life, and go wherever your heart leads you.
That does sound nice, but... I'm sorry, Ferdinand, but I think you should hold on to the documents.
Why? Is this not what you want?
I've lived so much of my life following everyone else's lead. So much so that I've come to terms with it.
Really?
It's almost unavoidable at this point. But with these, I could regain my freedom and change all that.
You baffle me. Do you not wish to be free?
Of course I do. Let me try that again in a way you might understand.
Well, honestly, I'm trying to understand as well. I don't...
Ahem. A true noble cuts their own path.
Huh.
Seizing freedom from the clutches of tyranny.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I understand. I understand.
I cannot argue with that. Fine then. I will hold on to the documents.
That's got to be the best answer you could give when refusing something like that, even though he snuck into enemy territory, into the enemy capital for some documents.
But I'm really very happy that you're so concerned with my well-being, Ferdinand. It means so much to me that you went through all that trouble on my behalf.
Of course, Mercedes. The smile on your face is well worth the effort.
You know, I also could believe this if this happened, you know, it would be more believable if it happened in the Golden Deer or Silver Snow, but just the enemy capital? Nah, they see red and they fire on sight. But that was a very nice thing to do for it, and we'll just pretend like that happened in the Blue Lion route. Because it could have, actually. I had them both there. So. Alright. And I'm just gonna go ahead and knock this out real quick. I believe I got that C rank before by accident. Who knows, I might try to do it in Silver Snow. But for now, let's go to Mercedes and Yuritsa.
You trust too much. allowing someone who has turned their blade on you to come near.
You're her brother, bro. She's not gonna. That's never gonna change.
Because there are two sides to you, you fear that I endanger myself?
I am nothing more than a merciless killer. A demon whose only pleasure is found within death's shadow. Such a creature should not be allowed near you, dear sister.
Just what are you implying, Emil?
I have come to bid you farewell.
What?
Today, I will leave the monastery for good.
Well, that's interesting.
If I stay, it is only a matter of time before I hurt you. Just like I did those in House Bartels.
You can't leave. But if it must be so, then answer me this before you depart. Why did you kill your father?
The question I've been wondering.
On the day I took his life, Father had just discovered that you and Mother were hiding at a church in the kingdom.
Really?
He was considering bringing both of you back home. But by then, Mother was past the age to bear children. And so, he proclaimed that he would take the only other female of the Lamine bloodline. That he would take you as his wife.
Okay. Okay. You need to say nothing more, Emil. Yuritsa, Death Knight, whatever you want to be called.
What happened after that? I remember nothing of it. How I killed him, or what his final words were.
That explains a lot. You know, you could say the Death Knight could have been born there, or then and there, perhaps. Who knows?
You did it for me. To protect me.
Regardless of reasons, a demon is a demon. I have said enough.
Yuritsa, I don't know if you noticed, but your sister's probably like one of the most forgiving people in the game, I would say. In fact, I think that's a very easy competition. Like, of all the, because, you know, each team has someone who specializes as the healer. And personality-wise, yeah, I think Mercedes is... I think literally Yuritsa could accidentally stab her, or maybe accidentally kill her and she'd still forgive him.
Hold on! That isn't fair!
Not fair?
No! You can't just tell me all of that and then vanish forever. Please stay. At least until this horrible war meets its end. I want you around just a while longer.
Come on, Yuritsa.
But all that I do results in harm to others. You saw it yourself. The demon that lives within bears his fangs indiscriminately.
Maybe you all could work on that.
You know all of this, and still you wish for me to remain?
Even if I am hurt,
Yep.
or worse yet, killed.
Like I said,
If it is by your hand, then I will find peace.
he's got the best sister for him, I think.
I am, and will always be your big sister, Emil.
Mercedes,
I love you, Emil.
Yep.
That never changes. Understand?
I understand.
Okay, I'm gonna feel something there, alright? It's not gonna get me, it's not gonna get me.
Then I will remain here a while longer. Until we see this war through, I will remain by your side.
No, that's nice. That's nice. And I was thinking about it. Before I even saw this, I was thinking I wanted Emil's ending to be with Mercedes. Because one, I don't know of another ending he could have. I mean, the other options are Bernie, me, and then Constance. And while he could end up with Constance, I much rather see how the brother and sister ends. So, with that being said, Constance?
I must thank you, Emil.
Before this changes my mind.
Why?
You came to my aid in that recent skirmish. I loathe being in anyone's debt, so I brought you something as thanks. How it warms my heart to see you taking my advice about learning to work with others.
I do not recall.
You don't recall working with others? Or you don't recall coming to my aid?
Fair question.
My memories from battle are always a blur.
That makes sense based on what you just said.
The creature that you saw is me, and is not me.
That sounds perfectly meaningless. And yet, I may know exactly what you mean.
You know, I didn't even... Constance has been normal for so long, I forgot.
That aside, this should serve to balance the scales between us. Here.
A flower?
This...
It's the same variety of flower you would give to me. Those many years ago, I found it at a florist in town. Though I suppose your memory of those days isn't as sharp as mine.
I remember this. I gave you a rose when Count Nouvelle brought you along on his visit to House Bartels. I used to tend to the roses with Mercedes and Mother in the garden.
Really?
So you do remember. The garden of House Bartels did tend to make an impression.
Mother and Mercedes were always so blissful when they spent time there.
You picked a rose and gave it to me, like the knights in the stories.
You know? Oh, shoot. Well, we'll see. We'll see. How does this end?
Your story took a tragic turn. Time has had its way with you.
I thought the same upon seeing you.
They both have had traumas.
Your sympathy is noted. Of the two of us, only I could be said to have aged gracefully.
Oh, really?
That is not what I meant. We cannot go back in time. That was my meaning.
Unless you're me, but you know.
Do not be so hasty. Anything lost can be regained. The garden may be gone now, but that will change once I have rebuilt House Nouvelle. You'll see when you walk into the grand rose garden I shall have planted in the center of the estate. You'll come and see it, won't you, Emil? Along with Mercedes and your mother, of course.
You believe you are capable of that?
In this route, perhaps.
With you assisting me, it is practically guaranteed.
Is it now?
Some will undoubtedly take forceful issue with the restoration. That's where you come in.
Ayo, Constance, don't take the death knell on people.
What a privilege I am granting you to play a part in the return of my noble house.
Constance?
A smile spreading across your face? Now that is a rare blossom indeed.
Constance, we need to talk about what you just implied.
Only when in the company of a select few.
Respectable. Respectable, Yuritsa. But again, Constance, we need to talk about that. But again, that could have just been platonic. Okay. I still think I'll go with my plan then. Not that that wouldn't have been nice, but I really would like the siblings to end up not together, just in case I need to specify that. No, I just mean, you know, a happy ending. Unless it says, you know, Yuritsa left Mercedes all alone or something like that. Or he killed her. I don't know. But he doesn't give me any options. And you know how many options Bernie has in this route? It just... In fact, where is she? I know Ferdinand's still probably first, but who's after him? Oh, I don't know. Okay. Well, how did Edelgard end up being first? No, she doesn't have two. Huh. Yeah, that's interesting. Well, I guess without it, because it's the A+. So the way the ranks work is each character technically has an A+ rank. It's just not required to unlock a support, right? So support points, you know, the A+ points that you would need, or I'm not explaining it right. The points that you would need to get an A+ rank still exist for each character. So therefore, if you naturally get an A+ rank, then normally they would have more points than an A, but you can still raise their support points. So with that being said, I'm wondering how Bernie and Edelgard got so high in the first place. Oh, you know what it is? Edelgard functions as a tank and Bernie is a sniper. That's a classic move I like to do where, you know, put a tank in front and then somebody who can have range behind them. So I probably just did that naturally. Interesting. Alright. Well, there are still supports left that I have, but this for Byleth, for Blake, this is it. And it's with the Death Knight, who is actually one of my options. And I meant to comment on this, but somebody actually asked me would I try to do some of the male endings. Honestly, that was never something I was honestly interested in, but I might try some of them. But that also requires me, you know, have more save files and stuff like that. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. No promises yet, but I might. For now, Yuritsa.
The way your sword glides through the air, I am in awe.
Well, I appreciate that.
You, paired with that sword, it may bring about my end.
Again, you know, it's to the point where I wished that somehow, some kind of way, there's like a bonus support if you manage to, because people said, like, Cynthia, you can just recruit her normally, even if you don't meet the rank requirements in battle. If that's the case, they should have gone so far as to have Lysithea and Yuritsa have dialogue, because there is absolutely no way that this sword's not effective against him. This is probably parroting another game, Ike's game in particular, where you have the Black Knight, and Ike's sword is one of the few weapons that can penetrate his armor. And the Black Knight also had, well, I don't want to give spoilers away, although it happens early in the game. Let's just say Ike had a very good reason for wanting to fight the Black Knight. So, all that being said, this is not the same type of situation. My sword is not effective against his armor in any way, shape, or form. He will most likely kill me in most of the battles. And Lysithea is his worst enemy, aside from Hubert, but Hubert's always on the same side as him, so. Let me ask this.
I do not know. Perhaps I do. Long ago, when the Death Knight saw you in the Holy Mausoleum, I came to an understanding.
You were looking at the wrong person. I have always been accompanied by a white-haired Brimry.
That it is you, and you alone, who are capable of slaying me.
That's Cap.
Only you, with your sword, can do it. Upon reflection, I can see that our encounter was fated to happen.
Yuritsa, I've been running away from you from every single encounter.
Ever since then, I've been thinking.
There are others stronger than me?
Perhaps that is so.
Not perhaps. I can go introduce you right now.
At that moment, he fell under your spell.
Huh.
You, who wields the sword of the Creator.
I mean, that's fair. You know, this sword is supposed to be the strongest of the relics, and it is pretty strong, but...
And now, As I fight alongside you, I too fall victim to your spell.
Again, that is fair, I suppose.
That I am unable to fight you is truly regrettable.
That makes one of us. I don't want to fight you, Eureka. You will win. First, we must end the war.
Yes, I suppose that is true. This futile, pointless war. Let us end it quickly then.
It's interesting that even you're calling it a pointless war.
Uniting Fódlan and overthrowing the church are mere trivialities to me.
That makes sense.
All I truly need is you. You and nothing else.
You know, I just got a horrible idea. Oh no, hang on, is this it? I just got a horrible idea. It's something I didn't even consider until just this moment. And it's got me questioning why people want to see me, or why there was a request for me to see the same gender ranks. I just played a game, or was playing a game, where I ran into this character, and upon meeting this character, it became very clear that if I messed up my choices, they would become a yandere in a quick second. We just heard Eureka saying how he will, even with Mercedes, you know, the Death Knight might come out, you know. Does this ending end with my death? That sounds very nice.
It does. In the meantime, continue to strengthen your sword play.
Is Eureka? Would he become a yandere?
And please, don't get yourself killed by some foolish brigands.
If it were that easy, Eureka, it would have happened.
You must live, that we might fight one another to the death.
No.
I must know which one of us will emerge victorious.
Nah, I don't want the immediate game over.
For now, I will have to use my imagination and savor the potential outcomes of that future.
You do that, Eureka.
I can see it now. You swiftly dodging my blade, and then at last, your sword piercing my flesh.
That could be taken multiple ways.
I stumbled to the ground, gasping for air, breathing my last. Or perhaps my blade will pierce you first.
Yeah, that's most likely what will happen. Yeah, if again, if I didn't pick the golden deer and I had Lysithea.
No, that is enough. I must refrain from such fantasies. They make my urge to slay you all the stronger.
Uh-huh.
It is enough to stand by your side while I await that day of true pleasure.
I look forward to fighting you. No, I can't say that.
Indeed. You and I are fated to be intertwined. I will follow you to the very gates of hell.
You know, that's actually a very good support to end off on. Yeah, I sense if I choose that, death. But you know, it might be interesting to see. Who knows? All right. Nah, I doubt they do that. But then again, I don't know, because like I said, that game is now in my mind. Okay. I feel at peace. Yeah, there's no one around to interrupt it either. This is it. This is it. So now sports are ready. The only thing I have to do is really, once I choose Petra, then Linhardt will go with Lysithea, right? I'm pretty sure, because I think it goes in order. So, because Edelgard's first, she'll be with Hubert. And Hubert, he was already taken. Then next you go to Ferdinand, then he get Bernadetta. Linhardt would get, since Petra, I took her, then that would be Lysithea for Linhardt. Caspar then would end up with Dorothea. Bernie would end up with Ferdinand, yeah, that already happened. And Dorothea with Caspar. Who doesn't end up with somebody then in that case? Because there's 4 guys and 4 girls, right? No, Black Eagles, different. Yes, yes it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, right. Because Linhardt will take Lysithea, so yeah. It's all... Oh, I kind of wanted Dorothea to end up with somebody else. But if I do that, then who would Caspar end up with? Well, what are his choices? Edelgard would already be taken. There's an... Oh dear. So either he ends up with Annette, or he ends up with Shamir. I actually do want him to end up with Annette. That'd be cool. So if I do that, then what about Dorothea? Who will she end up with? I don't know. What are her options? Because before I had her end up with Yuri, that was a nice one. Aside from the Black Eagles... So I got a choice to make. Okay. Alright. But I think everybody else besides Caspar and Dorothea, I'm gonna use the option on either Caspar or Dorothea. I'm not sure how I'm gonna distribute it, but I'm okay with even if they're not ideal, I'm okay with the others. And you already know who I'm choosing. Or I might actually hang on. Yuritsa? How's his look? Because that's another thing. I think Yuritsa comes last, so... And Constance. Let's see. Edelgard, then me, then Ferdinand. Can't tell. Okay. And Yuritsa? Okay. Okay. We might just try it and see what happens, because Constance does have the option. Well, let me go back to sports. I made sure to give Constance one more option besides the Black Eagles, and I regained her A rank with Happy. So, we'll see. We'll see. There's going to be a lot of surprises in store for this one. So yeah. But anyways, for now, this has been Blade. Looks like I'm up for the final 2 maps. At least I'm pretty sure these are the final 2 maps. I mean, who knows? It could be 1, could be 3, but the way everybody's talking, how Edelgard said we're literally not going to return to the monastery. We're going to go out, and I just get the feeling Rhea's going to, from not just only my Fire Emblem experience, but, well, actually, yeah, just my Fire Emblem experience. I feel like Rhea's gonna be, her dragon form's gonna be another map. That's just the feeling I get, so. And I had an idea. Is it possible that the Garthans would use the pillars? Because I feel like, with the Golden Deer, once we found out, we went to the Empire, and then, then we came back here, and we were able to talk with Rhea first. And then we went straight to the Agarthans, and then they used them. And the Blue Lion route, did they even use them? No, maybe because we took out Talus. If Talus was, Arundel, then it would make sense. But in this case, Arundel's still around. He gave a legit threat. That might come into play. But anyways, alright. With that being said, this has been Blade. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all for, I guess, the start of the last part next time.